Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at the King's Empire Allegiance box set from the other side and Weird Games. But first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to my YouTube channel sponsors Goblin Gaming, who sent me the box set out for review. If you check the description box down below, you'll find a direct link to their web store, and every time you use that link it greatly helps my YouTube channel by directly funding me. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the box. So, first of all, we can see some wonderful box art, and here we can see we have the leader of the King's Empire, I believe, which is, I think his name's Charles Edmonton. Let's have a look. Yeah, Charles Edmonton. Then we have Royal Rifle Corps, and we have Infiltrators, for a total of 28 miniatures in the box set. We have tactics tokens, a fate deck, bases, strategy cards, and a measuring tape. So let's have a look inside the box and see what we get. So if I can just pull this out, we'll move this aside for a second, which is the tray of miniatures. So first of all, we get a big bag of bases. Now these bases aren't like the regular bases that you'll see with Games Workshop. They're really cool actually, guys. They come in these like inserts where you put 3 troops per large base, and if I can get some of the smaller bases out the bag, you can see they're fitting absolutely perfect in the base like so. So you'd obviously put your miniatures on each of the base, and 3 miniatures per large base, and I have a really large lip as well, so they actually look like mini plinths. So really love that idea. Very cool. So yes, you get a big bag of bases, and then we're going to get some tokens. So we have some shaken tokens, some pin tokens, some tactic tokens. As we take it over the other side, I think there's 2. Oh no, the double-sided the tokens are for these, and they're really thick, as you can see, really thick cardboard. So that's the tokens. Then we have some objective the tokens. Then we have some the King's Empire landmine, big large tokens. Then we have our fate deck. So I think the fate deck's sealed, so yes, I'll just open that up if I can. Good job I got my hobby knife at hand. So we'll take this out now. Unlike most games that use dice, the other side doesn't use dice. It's very similar to their other game that Weird Games do called Malifaux, and you use cards instead of dice, and it's a really cool mechanic. I'm a real big fan of Malifaux, although I know very little to nothing about the other side at this moment in time. I need to get the rule book, I need to learn how to play it. But Malifaux I'm very familiar with, and it's good. So these are the cards. Now, instead of having diamonds, spades and clubs and so on, we have masks, we have tombs, we have crows, and what was the last one we have? Masks, tombs, crows and rams, that's it. And as you can see, that's those cards there. So we have all the cards to play the game. Now let's have a look at the meat of the box set, which is the miniatures themselves. We also get, if I just take the lid off, I'm going to turn this round actually, guys. Get them facing the right way. Faces there. We get a tape measure, I'll just take that out of the bag. Quite a cool thing because you can just put it on your keychain there, and nice little tape measure, which normally you'd expect in a box set like this, you know, some whippy sticks with the measuring measurements on them. But yeah, and here we have our stat cards, and as you can see, the first card is for Charles Edmonton himself with all his stats and all his rules, which is cool. But as we come to the actual miniatures themselves, they're fully built, guys. Now, anyone that's worked with Weird Games Malifaux knows how frustratingly difficult those miniatures can be to build. Although they look wonderful, and I really have enjoyed painting Malifaux miniatures over the years, they're very difficult to build in most cases. But these are all fully built. But this is the crucial part. They haven't lost any of the detail that you come to expect with Weird Games miniatures. They look wonderful. So if I just zoom in, and hopefully my camera's focusing on Charles Edmonton there, you should be able to see that he looks really good. The barrel's bent a little bit, but I can straighten that, that's not a problem. But as you can see, the detail's really, really nice there. I'll just get a few others out of the box. Typical, I'll pick one that's really entrenched in there. But there you go. But as I say, the minis look so good, and you can literally glue them to the bases and get starting playing straight away. Obviously they're going to look a million times better once you start painting them, which is always a great thing to do with these miniatures. But it means, you know, you're not going to spend 2 or 3 days building 28 miniatures that are very, very fiddly. Now, so if we go on all the positivities, let's go through them. Bases look wonderful. Pre-built miniatures look absolutely amazing. I can't believe the technology has grown to such a standard where the miniatures look this good, but they're pre-built and don't need to be built. So that's fantastic. The mechanics of the Fate deck, brilliant. Love it in Malifaux, so I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic in the other side as well. Now, there is a few things that I've noticed about this box set that I wish was included. Now, the first thing would have been a mini rule book to get you going with the other side. There's no rules in this box set whatsoever. It would have been a nice little touch if there was just some quick start rules to get you going with the game. Now, you can get the rule book, which is, I think it's about a 400-page hardback rule book, but it would have been nice just to get a rule pamphlet itself with this box set. Also, all the miniatures are absolutely fine, apart from one miniature that's in this box set. And as you can see, he's missing a leg. He's literally legless. And the one really cool thing is Goblin Gaming's customer service and Weird's customer service is second to none, guys. It really is. So I'll probably be contacting Weird directly for the replacement of the leg there, and I've actually contacted Weird a few years back. I bought a Malifaux miniature and it didn't have a stat card that was important to play the game, and I got an email back, I think it was probably the same day or the next day, and within a week I'd received the stat card, so not a problem with their customer service there. So if I was going to review this box set, it would probably be a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Value for money is fantastic. On Goblin Gaming's web store, it's just under £60, and you get, as I say, 28 minis. Pretty much everything you need to play the game, apart from the rules, which I think really would have bumped up the score on this review. And apart from that tiny little problem with that one miniature there that I'm sure I'll get resolved, wonderful box set. But you let me know what you think of the box set in the comments field down below. I really want to hear your thoughts on the other side, guys. There's not many videos being produced on YouTube on this new game yet, so I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts on it. And as always, guys, don't forget to check the description box down below for Goblin Gaming. And thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.